Ranked third as best town in Tennessee for young families. Fourth as safest city in the state. It's also ranked as 16th on Realtor.com's Boomtown list. And ranked fourth for most business-friendly city in the state of Tennessee. Welcome to Making It in Mount Juliet, brought to you by your Mount Juliet Chamber of Commerce and Main Street Media TV. I'm Stephanie Miller. We're standing in the Golden Bear Gateway area, which is Mount Juliet's latest hotspot for growth. Today, your host, Chamber President Mark Hinesley, takes us inside of this new building, which is where Prism Corporation has its new office. Mark connects with Prism CEO, who shares the significance of getting this growing company back where he grew up. Another new business helping to make moves in the area is Move It Tennessee, Mount Juliet's newest moving company. Be sure to take in all of today's show because we're going to let you in on how you can connect with this local nonprofit, Wilson Rides, if you or someone you know is 55 years or older and need a lift. We'll also give you a look inside of this store at Mount Juliet's Community Center, the special attraction inside that gives you a glimpse into the past and will tell you who it belonged to. Lots to come on Making It in Mount Juliet. And we'd like to say thank you to our title sponsor, Two Rivers Ford.
Let's face it, buying a vehicle should be straightforward and stress-free, and that's exactly how Two Rivers Ford has been doing business for decades. This locally owned dealership has a non-commissioned sales team whose only focus is to find you the right vehicle at the right price without the pressure. So you'll actually have a fun car buying experience. Great prices, easy financing, and a non-commissioned sales team. Two Rivers Ford, the South's most trusted Ford dealer.
Hello, Mark Hinesley, President of the Chamber of Commerce. Excited to be with my friend and local business owner, Lauren Thomas, owner of Prism Corporation, and they are located right in front of the Costco building as you look towards the interstate of that beautiful 5-story building on the 3rd floor. As you can see, a brand new build out, still working on that.
That's right.
Congratulations.
Thanks,
how are you this morning?
Good
to see you.
Doing well.
Tell us a little bit about you and your family.
Yeah, so I am a native here to Wilson County, to the Mount Juliet area in particular. Born and raised here. I went through grade school, went on to Lipscomb University where I earned my undergrad and graduate degrees. And my wife and I started dating in high school. We got married after college, and we have a 2-year-old son, and we're expecting our second. So.
News to me too, so
yeah.
Congratulations. Always excited when a business wants to invest in our community, and in this particular case moved from somewhere in Davidson County and brought your corporate headquarters right out here to Mount Juliet.
Correct, yeah. So we were located over by the airport previously to being here within this building, and we were excited to make that move. It really kind of was a full circle moment for me, right? Because me growing up in the Mount Juliet area and having that opportunity to come back and bring my business here into the vibrant community that this has grown to be is just an amazing opportunity. So.
Well, we certainly appreciate one of the first things was getting engaged with the Chamber, and we'll save the level of engagement for another day, but you will be rising to the top as Chairman of the Board in 2026, so we appreciate your commitment to that as well. But what kind of a career path did you have, maybe going from high school, about the education, but what got you into the IT space?
Well, from an early age, I think it was just curiosity that kind of piqued my interest. I'm sure my parents, like all little boys, there's the questions of why and how does this work and that work, and it's really been just a culmination along those years of learning the technology, being self-taught in a lot of ways. And I did some studies, obviously, during school, and aside from that, going in and providing these services on a consultation basis, and then after or during school, going out to businesses and also working with a few different businesses on their IT needs. And then really I launched straight into where we are today, or where we've been for the last 10 years, I shall say. And that is providing the same level of IT services, but to a range of businesses across the community, across Middle Tennessee, even out of state. We work with companies that are located across the state line. So,
you know, IT probably with maybe healthcare has to be one of the fastest and most advancing spaces there are right now. Mm-hmm. How do you, what's your niche, or what problems are your customers, clients have that they would contact and work with you to solve the problems? Where do you fit in the technology space?
Sure. So we work in a couple of different industries. It's kind of our niche, I guess. We're in a lot of nonprofit organizations. We do work in professional services. So think of, you know, law offices, CPAs, even other B2B like marketing style companies. And I would say the big thing right now, the big push, I mean, you hear it, it's a buzzword, which is AI, which I don't necessarily love that word, but it is a word that, you know, it's technology that's coming down the road, right? So there's a huge opportunity for businesses to leverage that in their particular organizations. And so I think a big piece of what we're now kind of shifting to, the security aspect, the cybersecurity has been huge, and that will continue to be. But it's now, how do we help organizations leverage, you know, advanced technology workflows like AI to help augment their teams and their goals and what, you know, where they're trying to get to.
You know, when you take on such a wide variety of clients, and like every other small business, probably not just extra people sitting around with nothing to do, you're working with clients, going out and getting new clients, some of which may be a little bit more advanced. How do you keep up on all of the latest and greatest so that when a customer calls you with an issue that you're at least somewhat familiar with it?
Yeah, it's tough. Even with what we do, there are different industry certifications that vendors, you know, we work with on that to stay up to date on technology. There's conferences we attend. It's no different. That ongoing educational requirement that you see across, you know, so many other industries, we have that same challenge, you know, to stay abreast of the latest technology. And so, you know, part of it is utilizing it as well, right? So it's not only going out and consulting and working with businesses to learn AI or how to incorporate that for them in their context, but it's us doing the same within our organization. So the last couple of years, we have had a pretty major shift in some of the tools that we utilize inside our operations to A, better understand how to support others, but also B, just the operational efficiencies and things that come from that.
Lauren, as somebody who lived in Mount Juliet and the family started the business in Davidson County, to bring that business back to your hometown, what does that mean to you and your family?
I mean, it means a lot, right? It's really, I used to think of the opportunity as, we were discussing this a little bit, and, you know, working in Mount Juliet, but also having to go to Nashville and drive into town. And so it's so many things now. Having the business located here is not only allowing more time to engage with family, but it's also just, it's where we live, work, and play, right? So now you're not having to go outside of the city or county limits. And so yeah, the benefit that we have gotten from that is huge.
In the beautiful space that you've created here, how many folks are on your team in prison?
Yeah, so we have 9 people that are working out of this office. We are still growing and recently have moved into this location. And so there's an opportunity here to more than double that. And as we continue to grow and as the needs present themselves, we will add to our team.
If somebody's watching and wants to get a hold of you and maybe get some sort of a consult or something, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
Yeah, the best way to get a hold of us, you are welcome to call our office, 615-724-9000. You're also welcome to visit our website, reach out on our social media. We're available in all sorts of different channels. So whatever the best method is for you, please reach out. We would be happy to have a conversation.
Hey, Lauren, Thomas, thank you for spending some time with us. Glad to know a little bit more about Prism Corporation, and thank you to our sponsor, Two Rivers Ford, for making this possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
My name is Galen Wilson. I'm the Executive Director of Wilson Rides. We are a local 501c3 nonprofit located here in Wilson County, Tennessee, and we provide transportation to older adults 55 plus who are no longer driving, seldom drive, or maybe they are currently not driving due to some type of medical procedure they may have had that prevents them from driving. It's hard to put the value on what we do because there are so many people that need help from us and transportation. And we are just filling a gap. I mean, there are lots of other organizations trying to provide transportation to older adults here. Like I said, we're just filling a gap. What we do is extremely valuable because we keep older adults connected to the community, not just to their medical rides, but also we take them to the senior center, to the bank, grocery shopping, just trying to keep them connected to the community. The best way for the community to reach out to us is to give us a call at 615-622-5557 or go to our website at wilsonridesinc.org. We are in need of volunteers for all types of things, volunteer drivers mostly, but we do have volunteers for a lot of our other programs that we run.
You've all heard it before. You get what you pay for. Here at Busy Bee, we're not the cheapest. We're a premium service company. Don't take my word for it. Check out our reviews. 24/7 emergency service, top-tier talent we hire for skill and for care, premium parts and equipment so the job lasts, and our more than satisfied promise from a local company that stands behind every job. Busy Bee, where all the buzz is about great service.
This holiday season, the largest lantern festival in the country returns to Nashville Zoo. Experience more than 1,000 all-new handcrafted lanterns, towering creatures, magical worlds, and a North Pole village. At the center of it all, the Smashville Ice Rink. Welcome back to Zoolumination at Nashville Zoo. Bigger, brighter, and better than ever.
Welcome to Making It in Mount Juliet. Today I'm with Noah Stroop. He is with Move It, Tennessee.
Move It, Tennessee.
One of the most energetic young men that I've had the pleasure of getting to work with. And I'm glad you're with us. Will you take just a minute and share a little bit about you and maybe education background, and I know leadership, Wilson, perhaps?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was born right here in Mount Juliet, Tennessee, and I went to Mount Juliet Christian Academy for kindergarten through 12th grade, Tennessee Tech for my undergrad and master's, and then I ended at Trevecca downtown for my doctorate degree. I teach business and entrepreneurship at Cumberland University, and it was out of that class that I started a moving company, and because I like to have fun, the name is Move It, Tennessee, because moving sucks, but we like to move it.
Where's your corporate headquarters? Do you work out of your house, or do you have a location?
Corporate headquarters is remote. According to the state, it's at my house, but according to my management team, it's at Coaches on 109. So,
are you off to a good start with your new company?
Yeah, I'm feeling really blessed. For the first 6 months, we doubled revenue every single month, to the point that revenue wasn't a concern anymore. It was staffing, but I teach at Cumberland University, so staffing it wasn't an issue when I was able to focus on it.
Got a ready-made workforce.
I don't want to jinx it, but we have a unlimited labor supply of, Dean's List students that are also varsity athletes, which I think is really cool as a competitive advantage. And in our industry, you don't know who you're going to get when you hire a mover. They could be 1099 contractors that they just found at the side of the road. And the fact that I have a bunch of staff that I have literally taught before, and I know and I trust, and I've seen their GPA, it allows us to stand apart a little.
So coming out of school, 3 different educational institutions, and then a company, your career path, you went all in on your first job in a sense.
Yeah. I mean, I've been at Cumberland for 6 years, which is feels like a long time. But the moving company has been really, really neat.
When you get up, and what keeps you up at night as far as the challenges of being a small business owner in Mount Juliet?
You know, my team is so good. They've got the business handled. My biggest fear is that I'm going to wake up and it's all going to be gone. It's just something happens and this incredible blessing is just not there anymore. But as far as industry concerns and competitive concerns, I'm not really. I get pretty good sleep. From
your perspective, what might be a thing or two that makes Mount Juliet a good place for somebody wanting to consider opening or running a business?
Mount Juliet is so good for business. You've got all these other people. It's a very small business minded community, and as a small business person, I want to help other people succeed, because you give into this world, you get out of this world what you give into it. And I think everybody around here has that same philosophy. And so everyone that I meet is just, how can I help? What can I do? And it's just a great place to be.
You know, when you're not working and it's a typical Saturday morning, what are you doing?
Well, my wife and I are probably going to try out one of the many coffee shops around Wilson County. She's getting a mocha with almond milk, and I'm getting a mocha with skim milk. And then, honestly, we love to just go drive around town, mostly by the lake, and just look at houses for sale. She'll be on an app, and we'll just go zooming around, and we'll daydream about moving, upgrading our home, but of course, staying in Mount Juliet, because this is the best place on earth.
Well, I can say from experience that you can drive around this weekend, and you can go next weekend, and next weekend's going to look a little bit different than it did this weekend. This seems to be a pretty popular place for people to move to, not just Mount Juliet, but the Nashville area in general seems to be a real draw right now. So when you look at your industry and business and your planning, what are some of the challenges? You've got a workforce and residents that are moving all over the country. What might be one of the biggest challenges facing an industry like yours?
I think the biggest challenge that I have is just getting in front of the right people at the right time. I mean, I've had a lot of opportunities to get in front of people after they moved to Tennessee, but that doesn't help my business much.
That makes sense.
But I mean, Nashville is booming. It's one of the biggest cities in the country. And being in Mount Juliet, I don't want to use the word overflow because I don't want it to seem second tier, but people who don't want to live in the city, Mount Juliet's one of the first places to go. And it would be amazing if we could figure out how to get in front of them on the front end rather than after they're already a resident.
Maybe together we can work on that. I don't know. But hey, before our time gets away from us, I want to thank you for your support of not only the young people coming up through the pipeline, but your engagement and support of the business community in the town that you call home. So thank you for being with us today. I want to thank Two Rivers Ford, our sponsor for this program. And if you are interested in making it in Mount Juliet, be sure to give us a call.
At Busy Bee, we deliver premium service, 24/7 emergency help, top-tier technicians, premium parts. That's why Middle Tennessee is switching to Busy Bee, where all the buzz is about great service.
Let's face it, buying a vehicle should be straightforward and stress-free, and that's exactly how Two Rivers Ford has been doing business for decades. This locally owned dealership has a non-commissioned sales team whose only focus is to find you the right vehicle at the right price without the pressure. So you'll actually have a fun car buying experience. Great prices, easy financing, and a non-commissioned sales team. Two Rivers Ford, the South's most trusted Ford dealer.
Welcome back. Make your way to the Mount Juliet Community Center on the 2nd and 4th Saturdays of each month to scope out the N.C. Hibbett Train and History Museum. This collection belonged to Mount Juliet's first mayor in 1973, Mayor N.C. Hibbett, an avid train collector. The N.C. Hibbett train collection includes a United States of America military train, tank cars, flat cars, and much more. The crown jewel of the museum is said to be its model train display that will take visitors to the 1910s through 1940s era of Mount Juliet. Explore the NC Hibbett train collection and take advantage of a chance to talk with local resident and train enthusiast Keith Wamsley on the second and fourth Saturdays of each month from 2 to 4 at the Mount Juliet Community Center. Thanks for joining us for Making It in Mount Juliet. We'd like to say thank you and give a shout out to our title sponsor, Two Rivers Ford, and to our associate sponsor, Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. And of course, a thank you to your Mount Juliet Chamber of Commerce. Be sure to check out Main Street Media TV's YouTube page. You'll be able to see this show and many others. Thanks for joining us for Making It in Mount Juliet. We'll see you back here next week.